Howdy, howdy.
What's up?
I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm standing right now. I'm not able to sit because,
You're one-legged.
yeah, yesterday while I was skating, I took a very unfortunate fall, and it hurts when I sit. As crazy as that sounds, it's more comfortable to be standing.
It feels better to be standing when your hip hurts.
Yeah.
So how do you drive?
With a lot of pain and agony.
So is it like the movement of like having to drive? Like, are you gonna drive left-footed now?
No, it's just when my knee is bent, it makes the muscle or like the joint hurt. And so like whenever I walk, if I walk peg leg, just straight leg, I don't feel anything. But as soon as my knee bends when I try and take a step, no sir.
So how did this happen?
I tried to ollie up a curb and my back wheels got caught on the curb. My body just kept going. And see, the thing is,
I thought you said this was an accumulation of over 2 days.
3 days.
3 days.
The first day, it wasn't that bad of a fall, but it kind of just like put the keyhole in the door and opened the door.
Okay.
The next fall, pulled the handle and opened the door.
An FBI blasted it open.
And then on the third day, forget the door, the Kool-Aid man just jumped through the wall.
Okay. So now you can't sit.
I can, but it's more comfortable to stand. I've done a lot of standing and walking today.
Something I've noticed that if I'm standing for long periods of time, and I know it happens especially on the weekend whenever there's football games. Mm-hmm. I've noticed this recently, like the last 3 weeks. My calves get sore. Like my calves, my calves get sore when I stand for like prolonged amounts of time. I don't know why. It's weird. It's like the top, like the meat of my calf, gets sore. And they're still sore now.
We got our bear fact for today. The most aggressive bear
Is a Kodiak bear.
It's the combination of grizzly and polar bear. They're basically the same bear. One's just polar and the other one's grizzly.
Same bear.
But they are the two bears that are most aggressive towards humans. That look at a human and like.
But polar bears are the only bears that actually hunt people.
Yeah, like when they see a human, they're like, ooh,
Yum.
shit. I saw something crazy on Instagram. There was this dude going on a whole rant. I don't know how much of it is true, but we're not allowed. They say Antarctica is like a tourist-friendly place and we can go there, but apparently you can't. No one can go to Antarctica, and it's actually heavily guarded on all the borders.
Really?
Planes can't even fly over Antarctica.
Really?
Yeah. And the person that was saying this was in between a flat earther and a round earther.
Okay.
He's like, I know the earth isn't flat. I'm not stupid, but like, it's not round. Like, it's not a sphere. Like, I know that. We just don't know what it is yet. I'm like, okay. I kind of want to discredit everything this guy has just said. But there's apparently a treaty signed by like 180 countries saying no one goes to Antarctica. And if you do, you'll get shot.
You're not allowed to go there?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is true, but it was an interesting thought just because.
There's like research places up there.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the only people that are there. And just the one thing that kind of fed my mind is humans can't go there. Like if we can't go there unless you're under background checks and all that stuff, if you're not certified to go there, and planes can't fly over there, there's got to be something there.
Yeah, you would think.
But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how much of it's true. Did write something funny down the other day. Fucking cracked me up.
Yeah, let me hear it. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
I think it's my phone.
Are you sure it's your phone? Okay, what did you write down?
Do you think if humans could respawn, human records and like throughout history, human records would be higher and vastly more superior than what they are now?
Say that one more time.
If humans could respawn, do you think human records throughout history would be vastly superior to what they are now?
So you mean like that Tom Cruise movie?
What movie?
The
Afterlife?
No, the Tom Cruise movie where, you know what I'm talking about? Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, and it's like there's in the future, and Tom Cruise gets like some weird alien juice on his face at this war. and he dies, but whenever he dies, he respawns every single time.
Oh wait, hang on. I know what movie. Oh, I know what movie you're talking about. Oh.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yep. That. Have you seen the Tomorrow War?
Is it the Chris Pratt movie that's on Amazon? No.
It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good as Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. I wasn't going to get that, but I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Jeez, man. It's probably your phone.
Because whenever I put my phone on my computer, the screen goes pink.
Something's wrong with your phone.
Yeah. It's kind of old. I
think it is your phone.
thought of a funny thought the other day. Hey, everyone, I thought of a way to get away with murder. Everyone power your phone off so I can say it.
What? You want me to power my phone off?
No, it was a joke.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, I can tell. Trying to buy a couch?
I am trying to buy a couch. I'm doing that directly after this. Now, here's the funny thing. Ryan Lee called me on my way to pick up those tires I just got rid of and said, oh, by the way, the elevators don't work.
Oh, you're lying.
And he goes, right now, none of the elevators work, and they don't know when they're coming back online. And I said, you know what? I'm going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to load into my truck and get there and see what happens. Because there's no way there's 3 elevators in that apartment.
34 flights of stairs, man.
There's no way. That not, I mean, one elevator has to be working. I mean, tell about the people who are living on the 18th floor of this place, having to go up and down.
Well, I mean, there are people that lived on the 18th floor before elevators were made, and they had to go up and down every day.
Elevators have been around for a long time, Major. I don't think you understand.
I'm sure they've been around for a while, but people have been taking the stairs a lot longer.
I would say that our ability to provide the foundation for large structures that are more than 10 stories tall is not as old as elevator technology. So what I'm saying is, if there's ever been a building that was 10 or more stories, there's been elevators. That's always been a thing.
Do you know who invented the elevator? That's what I thought. Get the fuck out.
Okay, then Google it. Who invented the elevator?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
Because then you'll know.
You brought this up.
Go fuck yourself.
You
Fuck you.
Really? Who?
Alexander Graham Bell.
No, he did not.
I'm just kidding. That man invented. Yep, it's my phone.
It is your phone. Does my phone do it? Yep.
Yep, it's my phone.
It's your phone. We figured it out.
Oh
It's your freaking
God.
phone.
That makes so much sense.
It's your phone, dude. Does your computer do it? Because if you get the mic close to your computer, will it make that sound? Nope.
It's my phone.
It's your phone. It's got some kind of
It's the communication.
anti-tracing technology. It's got like anti-UAV on it.
Tracer rounds, got a counter UAV. Fucking.
Elisha Graves Otis.
Would you rather be named Otis or Opie?
He died in 1861 in Yonkers, New York. The American inventor of the safety elevator. So, was it 1867? Yeah. 1867 was when the first elevator was invented.
Oh my God, just imagine being alive in the 1860s, 70s, 80s, 90s, when child labor laws weren't what they are now. There were 5-year-olds working.
That's awesome. I'm pro
Child labor laws.
child labor.
You're pro child labor?
I am pro child labor. I mean, I was a child laborer, technically.
Yeah, you were.
I was an umpire, but then I was also a bat boy when I was like 14. I didn't get paid that well, but it was more fun just being a bat boy than like getting paid.
Yeah, you're getting paid by being around professional baseball players.
Yeah, that was the best part.
And you have that funny story?
Oh yeah, with
Manny?
It's funny because we were sitting in the dugout, so usually there's some kind of antics going on in the game. Like you'll see like people do pranks, like the gum on the hat. My favorite one was guys would get gum, they would chew it up and get like really sticky, and they would just like wipe it on the back of guys' cleats that are sitting on the stairs. So then they just got these wads of gum stuck to the back of their cleats. But then what Manny was doing was he was licking the back ends of seeds, and if you get it kind of wet with your spit and then you pinch it, you can launch it. Like the seed will explode out of your fingertips. Yeah, just from friction. And what he would do is he would sit on the backside of the staircase and he'd start doing this, and he would like pinch it and try to hit guys in the back of the head. And I forget who he was messing with, but just some guy messing with him. And then like Manny would do it and hit him in the back of the head. He'd turn around, and everyone would just be kind of just chilling out, doing whatever. And then he'd do it again. And then he started getting upset. And then he figured out it was Manny, because on the third time that Manny tried to like pinch the seed and give it to his face, he turned around and saw Manny doing it, and then he came down the stairs and pushed him. It was funny. But then there's also another one that they would do is if someone's back pocket, like their back pants pocket, was kind of open, they would see how many seeds they could fit into their pocket. So they would just get like a bunch of seeds and just like kind of push them inside of their pocket. And so I forget who it was, but had this gigantic wad of seeds because he never noticed. Like, it's the best part about baseball pranks is you just don't notice them until it's too late. He had an entire back pocket full of seeds, and he didn't realize it until like an inning later.
That's funny.
Yeah. Wow, we've covered so much today.
We have in just 12 short minutes.
We should just go ahead and call it.
It's up to you, man.
I mean, you look like you're in a lot of pain.
Actually, I'm doing just fine. I'm standing.
But you got one knee down.
It's my right leg that's fucked up. My left leg fine.
Your left leg's fine?
Yeah, that's why it's bent. When I was trying to get in bed last night, like, I can't even, like, whenever I sit down, the area that is affected moves when my ass sits. Like, whenever I sit down, your ass will disperse.
Sure.
It moves it around. So, like, even just sitting down fucking hurts.
So, has it felt significantly better since yesterday?
It feels way better than yesterday, but it still fucking hurts. Yesterday, I was disabled.
I think you just bruised your bone.
Probably. Last night, when I texted you that I was disabled, I was literally disabled.
I was like, look, I'm just trying to get gas. Can you not beat me? And you're like, I literally can't.
Like, I drove home for like 20 minutes, and as soon as I got home, I flew out of my truck to get out of the driving position, because not only is my knee bent, but my leg is like tilted sideways. I don't know. All the pain is like the muscle around the joint. And then me and David and a bunch of friends, we were at Guad Valero last night. I got a Coke, and as I was walking out, I took a step, and my joint, like my hip joint, did some funky business.
It just
like,
buckled?
Like, yeah. I felt my femur.
Did you fold like a chair?
My femur like moved, and I was like, ooh, that's not right. Like that, it's not supposed to happen. Shit fucking hurt.
You okay now?
It should be. I went and skated today.
Of course you did.
As stupid as it sounds, I told myself yesterday, I was like, all right, I'm not skating for like a week. I just went and like rode around. I didn't do tricks. I just pushed around, and it was hard. Just trying to stay on the board was hard.
What you should do is when you're driving, you should use your left leg to like prop yourself up so you can keep your right leg straight. So then basically you're going to be half standing when you drive. That way you can at least keep your right leg straight.
Just sit on the console.
Now, like, press your tailbone up against like almost the headrest. Or
I'm not,
or maybe not that high.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not 8 feet tall.
But like maybe the middle part of the seat. That way you can keep your legs straight. And you're not driving that far.
Yeah.
Then you said what, you were sitting down for 3 hours straight yesterday?
2 hours. And dude, whenever I stood up, it was because I was in a truck the whole time. We hotboxed, and then when we got out, I opened the door. Biggest mistake was letting my leg dangle. Like, I just like took the leg that's hurt out of the door and just let it hang. And I'm like, my leg got longer. Like, whenever I let it hang, I felt like...
So just the gravity pulling on your leg?
Yeah, like I felt like a centimeter gap for like a second. Then I got out and I was like, okay. I asked David, he was like, you need a crutch or something? I was like, if you have a crutch, I could genuinely use one right now.
There's crutches here.
No, there's not. I looked for them.
I could have sworn there were.
Over there?
Yeah.
No. But
did you look in the detach?
I don't know why they'd be out there.
Well, up there in the guest house.
Oh, that detach.
I think they're in there.
But if I had a crutch now, I would be about the same speed without one. Just all I really have to do is just keep my peg leg the whole time. As soon as my knee bends, it's just...
You walk like you're a penguin.
Yeah, I am doing that. When I go up and down stairs, one stair at a time.
You can't lift your leg?
Yeah, like moving it forward, like fucking just pinches the muscle or something. I don't know.
What are the odds you think you'll be able to sit down tomorrow quasi-comfortably? I'm not telling you to do it now.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It'll definitely be more comfortable tomorrow. I would say I'll be comfortably sitting in like 2 days. But
and then skating again. Just get some hip pads, man.
I'll just duct tape pillows to my body.
Yeah, get some hip pads, get some knee pads, get some elbow pads, get a helmet, get some finger pads.
Finger pads?
You might need a nose pad or a chin pad.
Chin pads make sense. They got those in football.
Chin strap?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know anyone that's been skating that has busted their chin open?
Yeah.
Like straight? I know that Ben did that when he was younger. When he was on the scooter, tripped, fell down right on his chin and got like 10 stitches across his chin.
Really?
Yeah, remember Ben did that? I think Ben broke more bones than anyone did.
I wasn't even alive yet. Ben's 7 years older than me.
Is he really?
Ben's 7.5 years older than me. He's 95. Wait, no, he's 6.5 years older than me. He's 95. I'm 01.
I thought he was 94.
Ben?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, he's 96. I don't know. He was right in there.
Dude, he's not. He's May 23rd of 95.
90s kid.
Yeah, I grew up. My birthday is 2001, but I grew up a 90s life.
Kind of, yeah. I would say more so than not.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in 98. And I can say, oh, yeah, I'm a 90s kid. But, like, there were a lot of things that we had that we used that were, like, straight out of the 90s. I mean.
Yeah, plenty.
So, I mean, I feel like there's that gap, like, between, like, people being born from, like, 97 to about 2001 that had this weird
2000s and 90s birth or 90s childhood.
Yeah.
And then, dude, people born like after 2003 are like the last of the elite.
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, I remember like when I was a senior looking at all the freshmen, it was ugly. It was bad.
It was ugly.
Like when you were a senior looking at my freshman class, you probably thought it was ugly.
I mean, you've always been ugly.
Yeah, of course, but I'm not saying they were ugly off looks. They just
look so much younger than you
smaller. Like freshmen used to be like 6 feet. Now they're like 5'1".
Yeah. I think I was like what? I think I was like 6'1" my freshman year.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, there weren't. I guess it just depends where you go to school.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, really, the elite class has already come and gone.
Yeah. You've seen those videos like on Instagram or wherever, and it's like high school 2003, and it just like shows like old video of high school. High school looked so lit, like early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've seen some videos of like what high school was like in 2003 or 2004.
Yeah, because there's no iPhone taking videos. People have literal video cameras.
Camcorders.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing.
The days of
not
social media.
Yeah. Honestly,
I'd go back.
I would go back for that, for a life without social media. Social media helps a lot of networking, and it has a lot of pros, but definitely it's got its cons.
It's pretty sucky sometimes.
Yeah.
I think there's some people that talk that shouldn't.
Let me ask you a question that you asked me. Do you think cyberbullying is beneficial?
Real bullying is, but cyberbullying, no.
I can stand behind that. I think
Some people need to get bullied.
I honestly think everyone needs a bully, because having a bully definitely pushes you out of your comfort zone. But when you have to face a bully, it's something no one wants to do.
I mean, you ever see someone do some weird stuff? You're like, okay, we need some more bullies in this school.
Oh my God.
I mean, am I wrong?
No. I mean, we could do it.
No, I'm not that guy, but someone else can be.
Even though this is it's not too far off topic from what we were just talking about, but there were some Florida kids, like a week or two ago, that got arrested because they allegedly planned a Columbine-style shooting for their school.
Really?
And someone came across the plans and turned them in.
Yeah, I would have too.
Aren't you just curious to how, close it would have been, though?
Like, why? Kurt was talking about the story, because you know how you went to Yellowstone?
Yeah.
When he camped at this place, I forget what it was called, but it's just a part of Yellowstone Park. And the other day, he was talking about how the same place he was camping at, apparently there's some guy who's about our age who went there with his girlfriend, and he came back by himself.
I don't know if it was Yellowstone, but Mom was telling me about that.
It's actually making big news right now, because he's like all lawyered up, and he's like not cooperating. He has anything he wants to say, and it's like, okay, they found her body.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, come on.
Yeah. They issued a search warrant and forcibly made them leave his house because he wouldn't come out of their house so that they could search his house for the body. So they got a search warrant and said, get the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah. And they weren't saying it happened in Yellowstone. There's a part.
Gabby Petito.
Yep, that girl. There's a part of, I can't remember which two countries it is, but
Her fiance. So she's 20. She was 22.
yeah,
And
apparently it happened. They're speculating it happened in this place that's not in the United States, where the area is run by two authorities, and it has these weird laws where it's kind of governless. There's no government, anything goes. So murder, you can get away with murder out there because they have laws that are...
it's called about a zone of death.
Yeah, that. There's laws out there, but there's no people out there to enforce those laws. And so one of their laws out there is murder cases are trial by jury, but there's no jury. So there's no murder case to have. So if you went out there to murder someone, you can get away with it.
That's kind of what I'm reading right now.
Yeah.
Wow. The Sixth Amendment requires all criminal prosecutions to be heard by a jury from the state and district where the crime was committed. It is potentially impossible to try someone for murder in the zone of death because there is no one to summon for a jury who lives in both the state of Idaho and district of Wyoming.
Yep, exactly. Oh, and so it was inside the United States.
Yes. And she's a cute girl. Like, what the heck? Why would this guy want to do this? Actually, okay, we don't know that he did it.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. Come on, dude.
You went on a vacation with her in her car, and then you came back by yourself in her car.
And they found her dead body in Yellowstone. So, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's
some weird people out there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazies out there.
Brutal.
That's just another one of those things. They could be your fiance. You have no idea what's in their mind.
So they went on a mystery tour. The last text message from Gabby's phone warned that she didn't have phone service in Yosemite National Park and was sent 2 days before her van emerged in Florida.
Wait, it happened in Yosemite and then they found the van in Florida?
Like, he came back. So they're both from Florida.
Oh.
And then he went back to Florida.
Yeah, okay. So I knew that.
Wow. Florida people.
Yeah, dude, they always make the news.
Petito's mother is not convinced the final message came from her daughter, but has so far refused to elaborate on who she believes sent the text and whether she received any other unusual messages. Who's Colt? Has disputed suggestions that his theory makes murder legal in the zone, but instead he has claimed it presents a sound reason why it might be harder to prosecute someone for it successfully.
Yeah, me and Mom were talking about this like an hour or two ago.
The academic has long called for Congress to redraw the judicial district boundaries to follow state lines, placing Idaho's proportions of Yellowstone inside of the District of Idaho.
Seems like something important.
So yeah, that sucks. Man, I guess we'll see what happens.
And see, it's the thing about, I'm not calling this guy a serial killer, but in Jeffrey Dahmer's case, he was a serial killer, but psychologically, he was a normal human being. He was not a psychopath. He was just fine.
Was he?
He admitted, and he said, I live a normal life, but then I just get these urges out of just a random burst of energy that just makes me, I want to fucking kill someone right now.
Well,
I'm not saying he's the guy's a serial killer.
Didn't he get the death penalty?
Did he?
I thought he did. Or was he incarcerated for life?
He was incarcerated for life, and then someone in the jail or like in the prison killed him.
Okay, so he got murdered.
Yeah, he got murdered in the prison because the prison mate that admitted to it and said, yeah, I fucking did it because someone had to, because apparently he was like, during lunch, he would get his food and just do fucking weird shit with it. He was like, the dude said like every day I would just look at Dahmer and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, one day I just got sick of it.
And killed him.
Killed him. I'm thinking about that. If you go in for life and you kill someone in there, are you still in there for life or are they going to kill you?
No, what they'll do is they'll give you probably a double life sentence.
And I don't get that.
So,
a double life sentence.
So that just means
you are not coming out.
You're not getting out.
If you have a life sentence, that can be brought down.
Potentially. It depends how the court's ruled. So they can give you parole, and so you can get out early. But
a double life sentence means you're never coming out.
You're not getting out. Last thing about this deal. A crime committed in the zone of death has never been brought before the court, so it's uncertain how the loophole will be interpreted.
Wow.
So it's never happened before. It's just been a theory. Because logistically, the way that the courts and the districts work, it's impossible to try someone for a crime in that area. But it's never happened before, so we're going to see what kind of things can happen.
History will be made.
Yes, it will. Dang.
She was cute.
She was cute. That's not the only tragic thing. That it's not just because she's cute.
She was 22.
That too. Yeah, she was 22.
It's one of those things that kind of follows the line. Parents aren't supposed to see their kids die.
I would say they didn't see her die. I mean, I'm sure they saw her dead body.
Yeah, I know, but like parents aren't supposed to see their kids dead.
I know what you mean. Man, we're gonna end this one on such a great note. High notes only.
Yeah.
So,
hope y'all enjoyed it. It's good talk. It's been a good one.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
I'm still standing.
You're still standing, but maybe you'll be sitting tomorrow.
I'll be sitting in about 5 minutes when I'm driving.